Now, from KXAN News, this is live coverage.
And right now we have a live look from the Senate floor from the impeachment trial for suspended Attorney General Ken Paxton. Now, testimony picked back up today in the Paxton impeachment trial. Back on the stand today, Ryan Bangert, a former top lawyer at the Texas Attorney General's office. Now, he's one of the whistleblowers who reported Paxton to federal authorities in 2020. We have our very own Ryan here with us to discuss what is happening right now. Why did he say he decided to alert the FBI in his testimony today?
So Ryan Bangert, this man was the third most senior official in the Attorney General's office. So he got a firsthand look at what he says was going on behind the scenes with Ken Paxton's affairs with an Austin real estate developer, Nate Paul, who was a wealthy donor that this entire case hinges upon. His relationship with him. Bangert says he went to the FBI because during the time he worked for Ken Paxton, he witnessed Paxton abandon his commitment to working on behalf of the interests of the people of Texas and instead commit himself to serving the interests of Nate Paul by using the power of the Attorney General's office instilled in him by the people to meddle in Paul's own personal legal troubles. That's what got us here today.
Okay, so the first whistleblower was on the stand yesterday and even the day before. A lot of testimony there. Do we expect to see the same thing with Bangert?
Yeah, Jeff Mateer, the second just behind Ken Paxton, the second most senior official, he was on the stand for more than 6 hours yesterday. Bangert's been going on, I believe, about 5 hours of total testimony between yesterday afternoon and today. We do expect, I mean, these are some of the most high-profile key witnesses for the prosecution, so this could go on for some time.
Okay, and what do we expect later this afternoon? We know yesterday it got a little fiery, Ryan. It really did. And so what do we expect later this afternoon?
We're getting to the point where the personalities of these attorneys are really coming out, and it just shows how key these witnesses are because they are so careful and very confrontational in the way that they are watching the opposing counsel examine these witnesses. We don't see that slowing down anytime soon. It's unclear how long this will last. It could go the rest of the afternoon, but as we look farther into the trial, there are other key witnesses we're looking for, notably Nate Paul himself and the other woman who is implicated in some of these impeachment charges named Laura Olson, who Ken Paxton is alleged to have had an extramarital affair. Okay,
Ryan, now let's listen to Senator John Cornyn. One of our Washington correspondents got this sound from him today.
Well, it's deeply disturbing. The allegations that have been made, some of the evidence, I've been watching it off and on. This is going to go on for a long period of time. And, you know, having been a veteran of 2 impeachment trials myself here recently, you know, it's a unique process. But I think it's unfolding the way it should, with both sides having a chance to question the witnesses and then having the members of the Senate act as jurors. And I think the Lieutenant Governor has done a good job making sure that it's not an overly politicized process and that Attorney General Paxton gets a fair hearing, but also the whistleblowers who claimed he was performing illegal acts get a fair hearing too.
Now, he's obviously very well versed in impeachment trials. And so your thoughts on what he had to say about this process?
Well, it's interesting because Senator Cornyn, remember, used to be the Attorney General of Texas. So he's been in Ken Paxton's seat. Maybe not the seat that Ken Paxton is in now, but Cornyn does understand the responsibilities and the obligations of that office. You know, it's interesting. We see from Cornyn and even before him, the Attorney General's office has really been used as a launching pad for a lot of the Texas officials we know now. Our friend over at the Houston Chronicle, Jeremy Wallace, pointed out that 6 out of the last 6 attorneys general of Texas ran for either governor or senator. Ken Paxton now runs the risk of breaking that streak if the Senate votes to remove him from office and prevent him from running for future office.
Okay, Ryan Chandler, thank you so much. And of course, we're live streaming this on our website right now at KXAN.com. Nick?